Let's start off by reading the scripture. This video is going to be very quick, straight to the point. It will illustrate the hypocrisy which is in these doctrines of devils. Let's read 1 John 2:15 through 17. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof, that doeth, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Okay. I will point out the blatant hypocrisy in this statement in this scripture. Love not the world, because they love it more than you do. And the fact that they don't love the world is why the world is in shambles now. Animals dying, plants dying, species, trees not blooming properly, fruit trees not giving their fruit the way they're supposed to. They trying to say, they would blame that on the wickedness of people, or the wickedness of man, which I do agree with it. It is man. But it is the same people who acting like they care so much for human life, they discard nature. You see what I'm saying? They discard nature, period. But we can't do nothing without nature. Once we kill off all nature, we die. So I don't understand the hypocrisy in these statements. Let's look at this. Globalist cruciger. You understand this? Also known as the orb and the cross. It is an orb by a cross. It has been a Christian symbol of authority since the Middle Ages and used on coins and iconography and with a scepter as a royal regalia. The cross represents Christ's dominion over the orb of the world. Literally held in his hand of an earthly ruler. In the iconography of Western art, when Christ himself holds the globe, he is called Salvator Mundi, Latin for Savior of the world. The 16th century infant Jesus of Prague statue holds a globulus cruciger in this manner. Okay, let's look. History. Let's go down history. Holding the world is in one hand or more ominously under one foot has been a symbol since antiquity. We go back to Rome. Okay. Let's read this down here. Okay. With the growth of Christianity in the 5th century, the orb, Latin word of the lands, hence orb derives, was surmounted with a cross, hence globulus cruciger, symbolizes the Christian God's dominion over the world. The emperor held the world in his hand to show that he ruled it on behalf of God. To non-Christians already familiar with the pagan globe, the surmounting of a cross indicates the victory of Christianity over the world. Isn't that something? There goes Jesus right there with Salvator Mundi, the Salvator Mundi with an orb in his hands. Okay. Orb in his hands. Let's look at it. Salvator Mundi. Look at that. The orb in his hand. The whole world. He tell you not to love the world, neither the things in the world. And why is that? Because he owns it. Or seeks to own it. Now, I bet you can trace the very same people that's telling you not to love the world, your taskmasters, the very same people that's telling you not to love the world, I bet you can trace all this religious stuff back to some type of royalty. Catholic monarchs, Christian monarchs. You hear what I'm saying? I bet you all this can be traced back. Let's look at it. Catholic monarchs. Let's go to Christian. Hold on. Let's go to Christian monarchs. I'm tripping. Look at all this. Eastern Orthodox, Oriental, Protestant monarchs. '17th century, 18th century, 19th, 20th century, Denmark, all these monarchs. All these people own the world, people. Every last one of them. These people got some type of connection to owning property and land of the whole wide world. And where do you fit into this picture? They tell you not to love the world, neither the things are in the world. Don't you love them animals, them trees. Don't you worry about that. Because all that belongs to Him, the Savior of the world, the captain of the soul society. This is Captain Yamamoto. Jesus. His head captain. That's him right there. Man right here. Old man bald head captain. That's him. He owns the world. He helps these people right here. He was the facilitator of these people here taking control over everything, you know. He was their symbolic gesture to the world that they saved the whole world using Adam. Adam was the one that helped him, Adam, and the fallen are all in cahoots helping these people control the whole world. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear people tell you not to love the world, neither the things that are in the world, meaning I'm talking about in the form of nature, you know what I'm saying? Caring about the animals, the trees, and now I don't get into nature worship. I don't worship nature, but you got to have some type of, you know, you got to care about nature because, like I said, once it dies, it's over with, you know. He, the Salvatore Mundi, which is the Christ, with this orb in his hand, he is what they use to conquer everything, take over everything. That's why I say these scriptures be used deceptively. Because nobody really tells you what a lot of this stuff means. They're subject to interpretation. So that's why they're so dangerous. That book is so dangerous because people can use it and abuse it any way they see fit. You see what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want. They can use it however they want. And say, they can tell you, no, it means this. But secretly behind closed doors, they talk amongst themselves with other people. And it means something totally different. That book is subject to interpretation. A lot of it is. So you have to. So when you hear people preach it and they say just live by the word, there's certain things in that that I do believe that are good. There are moral principles in that book that are good, but then there are things that just Jesus said, "Give to Caesar what is Caesar's." I told you right there, he was bought and paid for. You see what I'm saying? So be careful. You know, this is he helped establish this. You see what I'm saying? Took everything. They took everything. How can a man own the world? How can you take everything, all the land, own it? How can you own something you didn't create? I never understood it. I think you should love the world and the things that are in the world. I think you should love it all. And watch out for those who try to take it all. Because they are the enemy.